Hi guys, Lisa Howell here from Perfect Form Physio and the Ballet Blog, and today we're going to go over a really nice technique for a lateral heel hook. Now this is great, not if you've just sprained your ankle, but say you've sprained your ankle in the past, you've had some physio, it's feeling good, and you're starting to move back into class, but it just feels like it needs a little support. And this actually really helps fire up your awareness of where your ankle is in space, but it doesn't restrict you when you're in the classroom. So we're going to prepare the foot for taping and then put a dynamic tape on, which feels really nice to move in. So really important to prepare your skin well. Make sure you haven't got any moisturizer or any greasy creams on. I like to use a antibacterial gel just to clean off the skin and make sure it's nice and dry. This helps the tape stick on long term. And with this dynamic tape, you can actually leave it on for about 3 or 4 days, as long as it doesn't feel any itchiness or anything like that. You can get it wet, just dry it off with a hairdryer afterwards, and it actually makes it nice because it just keeps supported when you're moving around during the day. Then I like to use adhesive spray, which you can get from your local pharmacy. Again, this just makes the skin a little more tacky and helps the tape hold on if you're going to be dancing in it. Some people have very dry feet, some people tend to sweat a lot through their feet. So especially if you're on the sweaty side, highly advise using a little spray. And for this one, we just need to take it up the outside a little and a little on the inside of the ankle. Then again, I like using the fat dynamic tape. You can use the skinny one, but I find this gives a really nice big kind of comforting hug to the outside of your ankle. So we're going to measure from the front of the ankle, just lift your foot down and flex the heel. We're going to pass it around the back, around the inside of the ankle, and then up the side of the leg. Again, I take off a little bit before I cut it. And the reason we go up into the perineals or the fibularis on this side is so that when the tape pulls, they get a little bit of a tug. This really helps your brain know where your ankle is in space. Often if you've damaged the ligaments on the outside, the feedback to your brain is a little bit slower in knowing that you're about to roll your ankle. And again, I like to round off the edges of the tape, especially for the dynamic tape, but I do this on a lot of the tapes that I use anyway, just rounding it off so it doesn't peel up so quickly. Then I peel back about 5-6 centimeters or so of tape. At the ends, I really want to have this with no stretch. If there's stretch on the ends, it tends to tug on the skin, and that's where some people can get a little irritated. So if you're having any irritation with the tape, first thing to do is make sure you're not stretching it too much at the ends. I place this across the front of the ankle, angling back and down. Now just lift your foot, darling. I pass it behind the back of the ankle with a little bit of stretch with her foot flexed. Then I wrap it around the inside. Let's turn the foot out slightly. Bring it around the inside and angle it down. Beautiful. Then bring it back straight. Then this part is really nice to help support any damaged ligaments on the outside. Again, I like a big bit that is not stretched at the end. I'm going to stretch it up, make sure I go over the lateral malleolus, that sticky outy bit of bone there, apply it to the leg, and then no stretch right up to the end. Again, I want to smooth the tape down, make sure it's spread really nicely all down the outside. Give it a little bit of a rub. So the heat generated when you rub it helps activate the glue. And then, like I said in the beginning, this provides a really nice support on the outside. So if you do happen to start rolling over, the tape will have a little bit of a pull, and that will send a message up to your brain to tell you that you're at risk of rolling your ankle. Again, this isn't for when you've just sprained your ankle, but it's really nice to do before returning to higher level work in class.